Hi, Journal Sentinel. My name is Tamia Folks, and I'm a public investigator for the Milwaukee Journal Sentinel. Today, I'm here at the Republican National Convention with Milwaukee County Executive David Crowley. Welcome, and thank you so much for being with me today.
Well, thank you for having me, Tamia. Pleasure to be here.
Absolutely. And today I just really wanted to speak with you about some of the things that are happening in the city. Of course, it's been a long-awaited convention for Milwaukee. The Republican National Convention has been something that's drawn both criticism and excitement within the city. Can you tell me a little bit more about how you're feeling on this first day?
Well, I'm feeling really good about this first day, right? And this is a great opportunity to shine a great spotlight on a great city, on a great lake. And so, you know, when I think about us bringing the RNC, this is something we've been working on for almost 6 years. You know, 6 years ago, we had the opportunity to land the DNC, and that was upended with the pandemic. A year after that, we had the championship run with our Milwaukee Bucks, and now we have the opportunity to showcase all the great things and all the things that we offer, no matter what background you come from in the world. This is a place that we want you to enjoy yourself. So this is a great opportunity for our community.
Yeah, we're coming off a really high-pressure political weekend. Of course, we had the assassination attempt of President Donald Trump. And can you tell me a little bit more about how the Democratic Party is responding to that? It seems like there's a call for unity from both sides of the aisle for the former president. Can you tell me just a little bit more about how you're looking into that?
Absolutely, and it is unfortunate what about that assassination attempt. And, you know, my thoughts and prayers are definitely with the families that are directly impacted by what happened over the weekend. But at the end of the day, whether you're Republican, Democrat, Independent, or anyone who don't care about politics, we just need to really tone down the divisive, the hate, and the political violence that we're seeing in the rhetoric as it relates to politics. And so we really need to focus on how we reunite this country on both sides of the aisle, and that's what we should be focusing on. I want to see the policies and the values really coming to the forefront throughout the rest of the months as it relates to embarking on this election in November, but I want to see that coming from everybody on both sides of the aisle.
Can you tell me, we have a lot of people outside protesting today around the perimeter, specifically focusing on, you know, marginalized communities or underrepresented communities who feel like this convention goes against a lot of what both they stand for and their general existence. Can you tell me how you're speaking to that audience as well, who feels both excluded and nervous about what the aftermath of this will look like?
Well, I can definitely, you know, understand that, right? When we're seeing the level of political violence that we have seen over the years throughout our entire country. But, you know, this convention, you know, for me and other community leaders that were bringing this convention here, this isn't about politics, right? This is about the economic boom for the city of Milwaukee, Milwaukee County, and the entire southeastern Wisconsin region. And so if we're going to focus on our region, we need to make sure that we're going after conventions and conferences like the Republican National Convention. This is our Super Bowl. This is our Final Four. This is an opportunity to showcase all of our parks, all of our trails, our beautiful beach that we have. And so, you know, I understand the issues as it relates to politics, but this is about making sure that we can make as much money as possible with our small businesses and making sure that we can invest in the future moving forward.
What types of investments are you looking forward to investing in the future? I mean, when you, again, talk to that population that you represent in the city, what are they looking to see done in this upcoming election year and the next 4 years that come after this one?
Well, absolutely. I mean, one, when we talk about investments in Milwaukee, right, as you can see all around downtown Milwaukee and many places within Milwaukee County, you see cranes in the sky. That is an economic boost, and that's a gain for us right here within Milwaukee County, making sure that we're not only bringing those visitors here who live in Wisconsin, but those who live outside, spending their dollars and showcasing everything that we have to offer. But politically, this is an opportunity for us to have a better understanding of not only what the RNC is going to bring to the table, but in a few weeks after this week, we're going to be seeing the DNC in our largest suburb in Chicago, right? And so for me, this is an opportunity. Understand the messages that both candidates are bringing to the table, and then you can make a decision on who you're going to vote for after that. But, you know, I am a Biden supporter. I don't think, you know, we shied away from that in supporting him in his re-election. But this is an opportunity for us to have a better understanding of the contrast of both of these candidates.
Can you tell me a little more about your support of the Biden administration? There's been, again, a lot of back and forth in the party about whether or not he's the ideal candidate to drive the party forward in 2024. How are you feeling about that conversation?
Well, you know, I feel like it's more of a distraction right now at this moment, you know, and I'm not saying that we shouldn't have conversations about who should be as a leader with whatever party, but he is our nominee, and he's done great work as president for the past 3.5 years. And so if we're going to take into account what happened to that during that debate, which he won't even defend and will tell you he's even had a bad night. We shouldn't allow those 90 minutes to overshadow the investments that we have seen throughout this country for the past 3.5 years. Yes, everybody could point out the age of President Joe Biden, but let's be honest, both of these candidates are old. The one is focusing on old views that's going to send us back in time to a place that I wasn't even born in, and one is thinking to the future that can speak directly to the values and the opportunities that my 3 young girls want to be able to have moving forward. And so, we need to really stop focusing on not just the appearance, but let's focus on the substance. Let's focus on the policies and how each party are bringing their values to the table and how they connect to our values as Wisconsinites.
Mm-hmm. There's certainly a significant cohort of younger voters specifically who are thinking about sitting out in November. What would be your message to them?
Well, we can't afford for anybody to sit out. When we think about politics, we always joke that this is a full contact sport. And if you're on the sidelines, that means you're not in the game, getting involved and actually making a decision that's going to directly impact not just your life, but your neighbors' lives, your mother's lives, your grandfather's or your siblings, those lives. And when I look at Biden's campaign, he's talking about issues that directly affect many older adults. When we talk about lowering the price of prescription drugs and medications for many individuals, making investments in young families through affordable housing investments, but also tackling the issues of mental health by expanding different levels of services, but more importantly, also investing in treatment, prevention, and other services as it relates to substance use disorders that we've seen, not just here in Wisconsin, but across this entire country. And so let's focus on the values, but at the end of the day, none of us can afford to sit on the sidelines. There's only, some people will say that there's only a binary choice. We have 2 choices in this race, and it's our job to make sure that whatever choice that we make moves this country forward.
Yeah. Milwaukee County Executive David Crowley, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you again for having me.
Mm-hmm.